started this project in the summer of 2015. It's crazy to think that we've been here for 4 years now. There's nothing normal nor ordinary about this one.
This project is more than just constructing a building. We've had multiple opportunities to help the owner outside of our normal scope. We have helped the museum to complete other campus projects, prepare for Super Bowl 51, and successfully endure Hurricane Harvey.
Between the office and field, we have over 70 McCarthy professionals dedicated to the project, which enables us to create and maintain an exceptional client experience.
The McCarthy team is all in as we have flown all over the world to review material selections, evaluate constructability challenges, and analyze intricate details. All of these have empowered the McCarthy team to be the best builder in America.
I agree. It's been very inspirational and motivating to know that we're building the largest cultural project in North America. Welcome to the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, Kinder Exhibit Hall.
Well, the construction of this building was definitely a challenge for McCarthy, from coordination, planning, and execution. We self-performed all the vertical formwork, concrete placement, and concrete finishing, something that McCarthy has never done before. So we had 62 very skilled crew workers that performed as one amazing team to obtain exactly what the client wanted. So this is the result. 24,000 cubic yards later, we had a unique structure for one-of-a-kind building.
Two of the biggest challenges that we have on this project one of them was the layout of the walls, because they are super unique, super different from all the other projects that we have, and the placement of the embeds within the walls. We placed about 5,000 embeds on these walls, some of them for the structural support and some of them for the glass tube support.
The entire exterior of the building is comprised of thousands of glass tubes. In total, there are over 1,600 individual tubes, with each one being different than the next. The glass is just over 3/4 of an inch thick and vary in height from 9 to 20 feet. These tubes are supported by a catwalk system that line the entire perimeter of the building. Each glass tube is fabricated and shaped in China and shipped to Houston for quality control inspection and installation on site. In order to understand this complex system, we constructed 2 full-scale mock-ups of the glass tube and catwalk system, one in Germany and the other in Houston, Texas.
Every entrance into the building has a reflecting pool that people have to walk over to get into the building. At the bottom of those reflecting pools are skylights that shine light down into the tunnels below. The tunnels also have custom lights that fill the space with high-intensity color. The main courtyard has a custom fountain that represents hills and mountains rising out of the courtyard. It also has underwater skylights that shine down into the lower arrival hall. Every entrance into the building has its own piece of artwork that contributes something to another entrance's piece of artwork and makes the entire building its own piece of art.
The two distinctive features for this project is that we had 2 tunnels. The tunnel that's going to connect the Glassell School of Art and the Law Building. The tunnel to the Glassell School of Art was constructed of an open cut from the surface. The tunnel to the Law Building was dug by hand 420 feet below the street without disturbing the traffic above. With the tunnel being excavated by hand, the entire structure had to be waterproof from inside. The museum commissioned 2 different artists to make each tunnel a unique piece of art for visitors to enjoy when they are here.
Early in the design phase, we had to work with both our MEP trade partners and the design team to figure out how to best coordinate MEP with the structure. The intent was to maximize space while at the same time concealing MEP. To do this, we had to do a lot of cast-in-place devices, sleeves, and blockouts. After coordination was complete, we had over 1,600 penetrations in concrete and over 350 penetrations in structural steel. It took a lot of scrupulous work, but at the end we got to maximize space for the client in the museum as well as achieve their aesthetic design.
So with the mechanical system on this project, we have over 2,250 linear foot of custom floor drills that we did mock-ups with the design team to ensure they got the look that they wanted, but also achieved the proper airflow. One of the challenges that we had with the exterior storm was the fact that it ran along the outside of the building between the glass tubes and the concrete. By producing mock-ups and reviewing these with the design team, we were able to coordinate the exterior storm in such a way that it did not hinder the design intent of the project.
Throughout the project, there's 6 stairs total, 3 of which are structural steel architectural stairs. Each is designed to look like a monolithic steel stair floating in space. This is typical to a Stephen Hall design. This also gave each its own unique criteria for support on either end. Therefore, 2 were prefabricated and flown into place while the other was installed piece by piece and step by step. At the end, all 3 will be the center focal point for their area, the center atrium and the lower arrival hall.
So what's unique about our project is that we have 34 steel trusses that make up 23 separate roof elevations. Secondary steel spans from truss to truss, and each member is rotated slightly to create our different slopes of the roof. We have 2 girders that are 6 foot in depth. They span 120 feet from concrete wall to concrete wall. The steel trusses are made of custom rolled members that curve both in the horizontal and vertical planes, kind of like a DNA strand. So another neat aspect of our roof steel is clear story glazing that sits on the outside of the trusses. The clear story glazing is going to allow light to flow into the central atrium and also into the level 3 galleries.
The exhibit hall consists of 14 different galleries, each with its own unique ceiling. The 3rd floor galleries really break the mold of your typical ceilings with their double radius barrels that flow from end to end in the space and the changes in geometry. Because of that, we have to provide an exceptionally smooth level 5 finish that will reflect the perfect amount of natural light onto each piece of artwork.
In order to perfect the intricate details located throughout the building, we built the half-scale mock-up. Inside this mock-up, we installed different types of floors, lighting, and ceilings. Both the barrel ceiling and walls were completed at a level 5 finish.
When the museum is completed, you'll be surrounded by works of art from all over the world. On the 1st floor, you'll be surrounded by beautiful terrazzo. We went through a refinement process where over 30 samples were generated to come up with a floor that makes the space come alive. On levels 2 and 3, you will see thousands of red oak tiles. These tiles show the rings of trees from the forests of France and give this new museum a sense of long-standing history.
This project broke ground on May 8, 2017. To date, we've been able to work over 500,000 safe man-hours, which have resulted in a total project incident rate of 0.0. The way we've been able to achieve these impressive numbers is through teamwork within our project staff. What we did is we integrated McCarthy's core values into our project safety program. Early on, our team realized that in order for us to have a successful safety program, it could not be the sole responsibility of one person, but instead it had to be a collaborative team effort. We were able to establish a we, not I attitude, which then translated into a genuine safety culture out in the field.